How do I sound? That? Good. That's what I'm going for. Oh, what is this? Stuff in my pocket. Oh, first off, before I say anything, I'm going to be telling some jokes, and none of them are really appropriate for anyone under the age of 17. I'm telling you now, I don't like awkward stares. Oh, someone wrote an article about open mic, and his name happens to be my name. I wrote it. Self-publicity. Check it out. Okay. I'm going to lead off with a secret for you guys. You can't tell anyone, and I mean you can't tell anyone. I've recently joined the Taliban. And, seriously, I'm not going to tell it, you guys. Recently joined the Taliban, and we just started. Our first exercise was riding bicycles in the building. So, see how that takes off. Too soon? I apologize. Okay, first, fat jokes. They're not very funny. No one thinks they're funny, not even skinny people. I said. A lot of people say, I wanted it so bad I was like a fat guy chasing ice cream trucks. Yeah, you've heard it. Now, as a fat guy, and knowing I do not run after ice cream trucks, I find extremely mean and offensive. So stop saying it. I'm going to come to your house, knock on the door, give you a strongly worded letter, and set your lawn on fire. See how I did that? Lightly with the letter, then boom! If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know I love to exercise. You can follow me at hashtag love to exercise 11874-8500. You guys seen that show on Lifetime about women? Recently, I had this crazy idea that if I ever, not invent the toilet, because it's already been invented, porcelain, flushes, blah, blah, blah. But if I ever, create my own personal version of the toilet, I have to call it the David. That way, it can take down my Goliath shit. Whoop! I gotta ask you, sir. In your band preparation, did you get kicked in the stones? Okay, so you're sitting up here was either that or you plucked a nose hair or something and you got a little, it looked like you were about to break down, so you're good, right? Oh, okay. A song about hangovers, I thought it was like, woo, he's freaking out! But you're not, you're good. That's what I like to hear. I'd like to get on a plane and go to Israel with Mel Gibson. Thank you, thank you. I'd also like to go to an NAACP conference with Kramer. That'd be fun. You guys been to sporting events, right? Where they got the Jumbotron and says things like, make some noise! Well, I was at this one and they really just gave up. They're just like, scream! So I'm like, ah! And a lady in front of me got so offended, I'm like, what you expect me to do? I'm reading and reacting! No respect. No respect. You guys know that if we wouldn't have ended the Cold War, we wouldn't have terrorism right now. Because if the KGB would have heard of Osama bin Laden, Stalin would have just been like, dead. They would have just blown up the whole country. Never heard of him again. You ever get those text messages that they're clearly not intended for you? They just say I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna, eat something, maybe work out, and then who knows what. And then you eventually get the text back 5 minutes later that says, "Oops, sorry, wrong number. I really apologize. What's up?" I'm like, I don't really care what you're talking about anymore. So I like to send back. Well, she forced me to pay her, so I had to hit her in the back of the head with a shovel. Then I started digging the hole in the backyard, and the cops rolled by. So I'm not going to be in the country for a couple months. That's what's happening. It's called the dead prostitute text. I realize I'm pretty tough to look at. Long hair, hippie, shoes, jeans. I don't know, hipster. I look like a hipster. But I have two goals in life. One is to be emperor of the world. We'll get to that later. The second one is to not get raped in prison. And the problem with that, there's problems with that, because my long, luscious, golden locks, my flamboyant curves and ample breasts are the perfect opportunity for a man to rape me in prison. Watch. Example. Man or woman? Boom, roasted. I don't like to walk like a normal person because it's just annoying. So I like to work on I have a jive walk I like to do. It's pretty simple. I like to do it when I'm either like really drunk or listening to the Bee Gees maybe. It goes perfectly with my 21-year-old man. I'm only 20, so I've got that box under my bed that's just marked February 28th, 2012. That's the day I turned 21. Got all my money in it, and I'll be taking that to the liquor store when I turn 21. And I'll be going in the jive walk the whole way to the counter, going to the aisle, getting the bottle of Jack in the arm, getting the case of PBR, putting that on the counter. And then when I get to the counter, it's gonna be like, here you go, sir. I'm gonna start dancing. I'm fucking 21. You can't stop me. I can buy this legally. I don't like dressing up because I don't like tucking my shirt in. It just makes this look even bigger. That's why I like to let it flow. And I mean, there's all the mystery. So I don't like dressing up. And yesterday I had to do a group project, and that was not fun at all. Because you have to stand in front of people and talk about something you really don't care about. But you have to make it seem that you care a lot about it so the teacher gets to a decent grade. And I was just in charge of the PowerPoint, which wasn't that bad, so you just kind of go, and then it's over. But everyone was doing, the kids were doing these evaluations of us, and I got really pissed when they got the evaluations back. Because a bunch of them said, tuck your shirt in. You gotta act more professional. Tuck your shirt in. Wear dress shoes. I'm sitting behind the desk. How the fuck did you see my shoes? I get one bad. The project was we were supposed to take 10 minutes. Some jackass writes on there, 8 minutes, 37 seconds. A little too short there, guys. Thanks. Thanks, Bill and I really appreciate that. Right outside this. I recently moved off campus, which is a joy. I don't have to worry about public safety. They're always watching me. Don't worry, they are always watching. Big Brother is real. He's dangerous. Anyways, I moved off campus. So now I got to take the bus, which really isn't that bad. Because with your ID, you just swipe it, loop, you're on for free. You sit down on the seat. But I take the number 7 bus, and that leads right to campus. But first, I get to drive past the Mental Health Institute, the Alzheimer's Clinic, another mental institute, the jail, and 3 different rehab centers. The one plus is I get to sit next to Larry. Larry's a cool guy. He's old, possibly senile. I think he's a little deaf. The one problem with Larry is when we're talking about life and things happening, he sometimes doesn't realize that he's on a bus in public, so he just starts to piss himself. So I'm sitting there, this is all real, I know Larry, he's a real guy, and totally cool, but starts to pee himself. So I'm just sitting there, and guys know what I'm talking about. Not with the peeing thing, you know. He'll just be sitting next to a woman in class, and you know all girls, they smell nice, which is fantastic. The problem is, I smell like piss half the time from Larry. And I can't not sit next to him because he's always, high five! I'm allowed to do that. My mother's a special ed teacher. I've been to many of her classes. Oh, right. Got my hat. My hat keeps me warm. I don't have it. So, the Alzheimer's home, that's pretty scary too. Reminds me of when I used to joke around with my mother about, Mom, as soon as you retire, we're throwing you in the old folks home. Then we don't have to worry about you. The old folks home is one of the scariest things on this planet. The whole place is dimly lit, so they just give them enough light. Just enough light for life. You walk in, completely dark, except that crazy guy in the corner playing checkers with himself. Makes one move, jumps on the side table. Ah! Makes another move. Crazy though. Then you got the old crazy man who just walks out. He's like, "Hey, D, I need my pills!" Now, Bill, I like to call him, he's butt-ass naked. So he's screaming for his pills. You better get them to him. He's going to start peeing all over the place. Hopefully he doesn't control those ladders now. He's got no control. Catheters, I can't help the problem at all. Is there anyone here in the University of Wisconsin Green Bay fraternity? Clean sweep, nobody? What happens if I make a joke? Okay, we'll stay away from that topic then. You're not supposed to call them a frat because they're serious. All dudes, no house, gotta pay for friendship. I'm not a piece of pie. Yeah, that's right. I'm starting a foundation. It's based on the fact that 2 million plus people die every year of diarrhea. This can be stopped because I will be flying jets over Africa and throwing Pepto-Bismol all over that continent. That's true, though. I'm really doing that every day. The chance of that happening are slim. I've been on the road a lot, not doing this, but I just drive on the road a lot. And another thing guys know, there's a lot of different ways that you step up to that urinal. Now some guys do that just a normal, stand up, you're not going to some people got a little worried there. Okay, so some guys can stand up to it, somebody can stand up to it, near the urinal. Some guys can do the regular, here we go. And they just look forward. Someone next to them and just like look away. Some guys do like the straight down, like poster. Yep, there it is. Okay. Then if you're really like hammered, just like, oh, I hope no one can't think of me now. But I drive on a turnpike a lot, and truck drivers are the best thing to watch. They're just like, oh. They're not having fun. It hurts that much to sit down and then urinate. And you got the real, dedicated drivers who are just like, oh. That's really fun. I devoted my own new way to pee. I like to get ready, pants all the way down the ankles, just like the fifth grader. Everyone knows the fifth graders have all walked in on this. I'm on it, don't worry. Almost done. Don't worry. I'll get you one more drink, y'all. You're just like, you got that, you're probably not peeing in a urinal, you're probably in the stall. Because you're so hammered, that's why you can see them down. You've got your pants down, and you're like, not all the way down, then you can't do the pump action. This is what I like to do. Then you're done peeing. You give yourself that little motivation with the kick, and boom, everything is settled. Okay, I'm done. But Big Brother is out there, and he's coming to get you all. Thank you very much. I'm Jon Richie.
All right. Thanks, John.